Hi. This is going to be a boring video. I needed to redo some parts and now I'm just going to assemble them and paint them. It is a milestone, but it's going to be me painting and talking to myself for however long that's going to take. This is one of the parts I redid. It's the backplate for the Windchest. I needed to recess for the USB connection so they could go all the way through, because what I wanted was for them to protrude enough that I could actually screw these caps on, because I'm only going to use them for programming purposes, I think. We'll see. We'll get there. 2024 is going to be the year. This is the old part, this is the new part. Basically identical, although these holes are moved 10 millimeters more to the back, because I didn't take into account the recessed front panel at the lower part of the Hellcorder. Now that's a rookie mistake. And of course, this came right off the CNC, so a few more things to do. I know I said it before, but I can't really express how much I hate the number 25. Just hope I don't get demonetized for humming various melodies. Especially Peppa Pig, which has been stuck on my brain for the last few days. Did I write down where the various panels went? Of course you didn't. That would be out of character now, wouldn't it? Alright, this one is pretty self-explanatory. And this can either be the bottom or the top, which is good. Alright, and this is obviously the plate that goes on top of the Windchest, so that's going to be there. And here's another plate who's either top or bottom. Well, since it got this patch here, I'm guessing I was smart enough to make that the bottom, but then again, that is not a given. Alright, that's the separator and the back panel and the side panels. Now the side panels, what I had to redo that I couldn't leave, because when you line them up at the bottom, the dados at the top didn't really line up, so I had to cut a deeper groove on one of them and of course remove the top. So as you can see here, there's a part protruding underneath. Don't know if that's the right word for it, But on the top there won't be anything sticking up, so that's going to be flush. But that's okay, I think, because I did think about doing a round over there anyway. So this is the right side. And okay, the holes lines up on this one, which kind of means that you should be having the right parts. But that being said, we don't want to fasten this right quite yet, because we want to do the middle plate. Alright, and of course you can't see anything of that because the camera is at an angle. So let's move it. Okay, don't get dizzy now. Alright. Because this one will be on top of the Windchest, but I do want this separator plate to be screwed in place. I actually pre-drilled the holes for that, but to access those I can't really screw in this bottom plate quite yet. So someone has actually done a fair bit of thinking. But we'll see if it were enough. Alright, first screw. Lines up beautifully. Yep. Alright, problem is, should this fit? Should I actually put a couple of screws in that one? Or should I just leave this one out? I'll leave this one out for now. Alright, please don't fall to the floor and break. Alright, so let's do like this. Alright, that's where I want a short screw. Because I didn't think through the placement when I pre-drilled these holes. So that means I need a shorter screw there, but it's now okay. So then here's the top plate and whatever that is. Then there's this one. Did not actually. Ooh, that's a too big a drill. Do they line up there? Almost. Alright, let's put a screw in that one, just to keep everything in place. Brilliant. actually planned on changing out the front panels from the Hellcorder 1. But turns out the originals might fit. If I can find where I put it. Didn't I put it down back here somewhere? Maybe I didn't. Anyhow, alright, need to go and look for that later, which is sooner. I'm gonna do that now. Alright, see you in a bit. Alright, made these ones for the original, and this was actually the first project I did on my CNC that I was actually going to use for something. And of course I want to swap these out for something with the aluminum mesh. I really like, let's see if I have an example. Yeah, I really like this one. So I could fit it onto there. That will look cool, but then I need more plywood for that. Then I got nostalgic. What if this fits? And it doesn't. Not in the longitudinal direction, and of course the screw holes are gonna show. But we'll see. Because it would be cool, at least temporarily. So I'll see what I can do. But I'm going to put the main body together first and we'll see. So here's the bottom. And there's the top. And here's the speaker plate. Okay, let's get that one in there. Let's see if we actually can fit this one. Yeah. Alright, so that fits. Should I screw it in place underneath? Yes, I should. So it should pre-drill some holes there. 1, 2, 3 should be enough. This one, yes, I would like to do that on this one as well. The problem is, can I get a screw in? No, so I need to take this one off to screw that in. But that's okay. That's okay. Because that's going to make it a hell of a rigid structure. And that is what we want. I mean, if you're building the Hellcorder, it should be able to withstand the apocalypse. Alright, getting a backing piece, and then I'm gonna not try to do as I did last time and drill myself in the hand, because that's Don't want that to become a trademark. How about on this side? Should he have 2 or 3? 2 should be enough, don't you think? Yeah. Alright, let's go for 2. Alright. That's 1. Now a little bit of an update. I have almost all the parts, but I think by the end of January, maybe next week, I'll order something special. Alright, the question is, which way do I want this? If I put it this way, I can put the speaker in from the back. But then the screws will stick through. No, it's gonna be this way. It's gonna be a nuisance to take the recorders out, but that's not gonna happen very often now, is it? Alright, so come on. Slide in. Now, you might ask yourself, why don't you paint it before you put the parts together? And that's a good question. And the reason for that is, if I do that, the tolerances here are really tight. So if I paint it, it makes the wood swell. Like a fraction of a millimeter, but it makes it really tight and hard to get together. And I also just want to paint the visible parts. Because this wood color, bright wood color, is actually good when you're working with the electronics and everything on the backside. If it's black there as well, it is really, it steals all the light basically. Alright, I need to make these screws flush so that the Windchest don't get hooked on them on the way in. But yeah, back to the parts issue. I think I have a solution for the polyphonic issue. And what has happened is, since I bought the last basically analog to MIDI signal board, a lot of things have happened on the audio processing side. And of course computers as well has gotten smaller. So that means that the Hellcorder is going to have more processing power than the first lunar lander. kind of thinking at this pace I won't paint it tonight. Maybe I just get everything together and then I'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, that sounds good. Takes the pressure off. Of course I'm gonna edit it so you won't know anything different happened. Right. Like this. Da, 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 da. Okay, so then it's the new top plate. This doesn't have the pre-drilled holes, which really doesn't matter. But did I send this edge for it to go together easily? No. Of course I didn't. That being said, I didn't change any of the other dimensions, so it should be able to just slot in there. Famous last words. Alright, so this one. Alright, so it fits there. And then it should fit there as well. Alright. And it's just a squeeze gently together here. With the emphasis on gently. Alright, I think we need to go vertical on this bastard. That being said, okay, move the camera again so you're allowed to see what's going on. Alright, it's not attached at all. Yes, it is. 2 screws. That should be enough, I guess. Alright. Come on. Alright. Bloody bastard. Alright, so it doesn't really want to come down on the metal there, but why is the question? Did I turn that the wrong way around? I might have done that, right? It stops there. It stops there. Is that because this one? All right. Okay, why? Oh, why? All right, let's see if we need to turn that one. It's the same bloody material. It's done on the same CNC and it's the same cut file. Of course, with some modifications. Of course, Are there screws there? Yes, there are. So I can't just flip this bastard around, Mike, can I? No. But that is most likely the case. Motherfucker. Okay. Of course, it would have been nice if someone designed this in a way that you didn't need hidden screws. Then again, it wouldn't maybe look as good, now would it? Okay, is this enough then? Alright. What is the top? That's the top. That's the smaller one, so it should be like this. Should be like this. Okay. Why doesn't it fit? Who knows, who knows, who knows, who knows? Alright. You can't really press that together now, can you? But you did actually put it together last time. Why doesn't it fit now? Huh? Why doesn't it? Why doesn't it fit right now then? Because alright. It fit beautifully at this end. Right? Everything goes together and it's 31 and a half in between there. Like a butte. That means that that should be the case there. Right? 31 and a half. And it is, and it is. So these ones fit. Except that bloody backplate. Okay. The only reason I do remember fiddling with it. This is as straight as a... This is... Okay. So I flipped it that way. And then there's that way. right, from the back. Let's see. Alright. That fits beautifully. That fits beautifully. Okay. So it goes in there. How about there? No. Alright. That one needs, well, to be honest, that's 2.5, that's a 2mm gap. Right? But it fits over there because, of course, it is. That's the wrong way. Okay. So, of course, it's fitting. Well, is it? No, it's not. Is it? That's the thing. You can squeeze it in here. Oops! But that will... Alright. We'll come to that stage that if you brute force this together, it really doesn't want to. Right? Because this one... Okay, that's... Of course. What is happening here then? Okay, guys, we can fit it in there. That's okay. But not this one. Alright. This is 30 point something. That's 30.4 and a half. 30.4 and a half. Alright. That's good. So this bastard is actually decent. I want to cut this down a few mil, and I don't want to start the table saw because that's a bit too much. Can I use the router? Is the bit big enough? Oh, no, it's not. All right. This is going to be a track saw job, isn't it? It is. It is. And it's going to be quick. It's going to be over in less than a minute when I start, but still. Alright, let's get the track saw out. Come here, traxa. Alright, get the track. Am I gonna mark anything? Of course not. Just gonna put it down, aren't you? And then first we're gonna do that, and then we are gonna make sure that this doesn't go further down than it actually needs there, so we don't actually hit anything that we don't want to hit. Alright. Let's see. Alright, so you want to shave off roughly 2 mil at that end and 2 mil at that end. Alright, so we move this end, and then of course the other end is moved, hasn't it? Yeah. Okay. This should be enough. Famous last words. Alright. Battery in. Okay, let's hook up the dust extraction. All right. Let's see if that did the trick. All right, let's adjust the camera a bit so you can join in on the action. All right. And then, of course, I want the disc to be out. Although this is the nicer side. But now we can actually. Alright, you have 2 holes on that side. Did you pre-drill on that side? Yes, you did. Alright. So let's see if this works then. Alright. Should work. Should work. Alright. Alright. Of course, someone's going to go into the comments and say if that took less than a minute, but. Doesn't matter. Alright. So this is actually the top. And that one is on the wrong way, but that doesn't really matter for every purpose of this. Yay! Alright, alright, alright. Come on, come on. You know you want to. Yes. Come on. Yes. Oh yes. Brilliant. Brilliant, isn't it? Alright, so that means you're done for the night, most likely. I still don't know why did this actually mate together last time, because that was a 2mm. I can't really see the wood moving that much. Then again, the temperature of this workshop this winter has been fluctuating, to say the least. Okay, and this one I'm going to remove again, because of course we want to put these 2 screws in. Nice. That's the thing, isn't it? These ones are why won't you fit, you little crap? Alright. Let's bring you up over there. You should fit. Everything should fit. Alright. Need to take this one all the way out. There. Of course you're going in to that groove. Groovy, baby. Okay. Brilliantly. Might even have to make a torque spec for this one. Not what the torque should be, but you probably have to loosen all the screws and then make sure everything is square before you start putting it together again. Alright. And I must admit, I don't really care if it's crooked. If it's like a millimeter off, everything can be adjusted in situ. So yeah, here it is. And then just for the hell of it, I'm gonna see if I can't make this cover plate fit. Oh, well, there it is. Trusty friend. Okay, so this one needs to be okay. That's one. And that's two. Alright. That's 10 mil. can't be that exact without it having a reason for that. 10, 10. All right. Same there then. Pretty sure. Yep. Ten. All right. Let's do this then. This is not good because it's not designed to don't have enough supportive material at that end, but as long as it's in the groove, it will work. At least that's the thought. And then, of course, we cannot get it into the groove without some gentle persuasion here. Right, maybe I'm able to do that here. Alright, I don't know why I'm doing this, because I am actually able to. Oh! Fuck yeah. That is actually so good. I might leave it in, or I should maybe not do that. All right, this is the bottom, and this is the ugly plate. So hopefully this matches up. Hopefully. It's hard, of course, to okay. Does that even fit? All right, so alright, let's see if this even want to come together right now over me. Boom, boom. Alright, take this one out and put this one in. Yeah. Well, I'm calling that a minor success. Yeah, this one goes in the bin. and this one goes in their place. You go over there. Man, let's see how this bad boy turned out. Oh, there's not even anything in here, and it's still heavy as a clown. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Isn't that cool? I actually have the design for these. Of course, I'm going to take those out tomorrow because this is going to be black. This I want to be gray. And of course, it's not as much. It's a bit sag on this blade, so it needs a support underneath. And this one, well, it is not very much support. So there could maybe be room for an aluminum bracing on the back of this, but then again, it's not going to take any weight whatsoever. Alright. Brilliantly. Alright, we're going to mount the top plate just to see how it looks. It's going to be the final piece for tonight. Then I'm going to go in and have myself a cup of tea. Alright. So, now this is what I meant. Since I had to redo the dados, or the slots, or whatever they're called, nothing is sticking up here. Well, it's sticking up 1 millimeter, and I did that on purpose because I'm going to round over these edges. Might have to use some wood filler here, but I mean, that is yeah. Yeah, this has been a good Sunday. This has been a good Sunday. I'm gonna call it here and see you tomorrow for some painting. I didn't get to do that today, so yay. Alright, is everything turned off? Most likely. And then some cable management, turn the camera off, turn the microphones off, check the battery levels. They're okay for tomorrow. Alright, good night.